I don't know if you watched on SmackDown. There was a vignette for Karrion Kross. They're like bringing him back with the Authors of Pain or whatever. I think that if the Authors of Pain are gonna be a tag team, I think he'd be a kick-ass manager.
He would.
Yeah, at like a fucking Waffle House.
Straight up, bro.
Wow, that was a big absence, man.
Bro, I hated it. It was so weird.
I know, but welcome back to Midwest Midcard. This is episode 46. Should be 47.
Should be 47, but
yeah.
Sickness took its toll on all of us. So.
I know. I'm still trying to get over it, honestly.
I hear it in your voice a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty nasally. Yeah, I
man.
wasn't capping. I was telling the truth the whole time.
Facts, bro.
I wouldn't just skip out on this, man.
I don't know.
Well, first, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you leave us a like and subscribe. And on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, make sure you leave a review.
Yeah, facts.
And tell your friends.
And tell all of your friends. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. And remember, if you didn't celebrate Christmas, fuck you.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully Santa didn't bring you cold.
This is our last episode of the year?
Yes, this is.
Final episode of the year.
Yeah, we made it all the way to the final episode of the year.
Damn, bro.
So, in the agenda for today, Raw was a recap show. SmackDown did have some stuff.
Yeah.
They actually did like an actual episode.
Yep.
It was taped from the week before, so
yeah,
the vibes were off.
And Raw is actually on tonight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a Madison Square Garden show.
So it's not actually on tonight?
No. Yeah.
So the next Raw is day one.
I believe so, yeah.
Day one-ish. You know Jey Uso's picking up a dub on that, bro. Hey, we could do predictions for day one.
I guess. It's like a special Raw episode.
Because last year, day one was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but this time is... No, I think it was a year before.
I thought last year was the first time they did day one.
No, it was the year before.
Really?
Yeah, because it was the year that Big E was world champion.
Okay.
And then he lost the title to Brock in that like fatal 5-way, I think.
Bet.
And that's what led to the unification match, which that was 2022.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah.
Bet.
See.
Hey man,
You gotta be a historian sometimes.
I know it all, man.
You gotta remember a lot of shit, especially in an episode like today, because we're just gonna be talking about the best of the year.
Recap
the best matches, the best moments, the best wrestlers, and I guess just anything in between. And then if you have any predictions for 2024,
big boys,
we also want to talk about that as well. So, what do you want to start with? Because
I want to start.
Let me pull up my notes. Oh, you want to do? Okay, so for the audio listeners, we have some presents. I can tell by the shape.
I was gonna wrap it in something else so you couldn't tell, bro.
I know what it is.
This is a giant dildo, actually.
I'll give you mine first, though, because you seem more excited to give me.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Oh, you want me to take it? Okay, I was gonna give you mine.
Yeah.
All right, so Brandon got me a present.
Merry Christmas.
It says to Carlos from Santa.
Yeah, no, it was legit Santa, yeah.
So I'm going to open it, sorry. It's going to be in. Hopefully, the mic's going to pick it up real bad. Let's see.
You got to close your eyes, bro.
Oh, I got to. How am I going to unwrap it? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, dog.
Holy shit.
Got you that real, bro.
Brandon got me an Ultimate Edition Stone Cold Steve Austin. Holy shit. With the blue world title. That is, for those that don't know, this is my absolute favorite championship. The blue Big Eagle title that Steve Austin had like for one episode of
1 week, bro.
Yeah. He randomly came out with this blue strap. And they actually sell the blue strap. You know what? It's got this scratch logo on it. I wish it had the WWF logo.
Oh, bro. So bad, bro. Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
No,
yeah. This is pretty hefty. I kind of want to open it.
As soon as you were like, I would give my left leg to that figure, I'm like, all right. We literally went back to Walmart immediately and picked the other one.
This is pretty sweet. I'm going to save this forever. Thank you. I kind of want to open it.
Nah, hell no. Don't do it.
It's pretty sweet. It's got Stone Cold with the chain. It's got 2 heads. This is an Ultimate Edition, so it's got like
It's like the best one, bro.
It's got everything. You have the white. You have a Batista that has the white trunks, right? That one's pretty sweet. But this one's pretty special.
I also have that one.
Oh yeah.
I just changed the
Oh,
title.
I guess
for
you
the
did.
Smoking
Yeah,
Skull.
you sent me the picture of it.
Yep.
And I was like, look at this motherfucker. All right, mine is hopefully you'll like. I think that is something you'll enjoy.
Oh, bro,
I put a lot of thought into this. Okay.
I'm grateful for everything. Don't let him tell you guys any different. All right, I'm good to open it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
He's getting it open right now.
Smells like John Cena.
No.
Oh, no
Yeah.
way, bro. Oh, that's sick. Oh, it's old, bro.
Oh yeah.
This is my This is the Yeah. Y'all see this right here? Real shit, bro. Where'd you get this at?
Oh man, I got my sources.
You got a wrestling drug plug?
Look at the tag.
I know. Yeah, the scratch logo.
Well, not even that. Look at the date.
By Hybrid, huh?
Look at behind it.
2007.
Yeah.
This is old, bro.
That's an OG shirt.
This is amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, dog.
Yeah, no problem.
Hell yeah. Y'all see
Got
that?
Fat Rey Mysterio.
Bro, this is the good Ray.
I know. That's the Ray that I grew up with, man.
Yeah, me too, dog. Bro, that's my first Rey Mysterio shirt. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Man. Thank
Yeah,
you very
no
much.
problem.
Dude. Hell yeah. I'm gonna wear that to sleep tonight.
Nice. I was gonna say you got a couple shirts, but then you don't wear them. Are you actually gonna wear this one?
Like on the podcast?
No, just wear it in
Oh
general.
no, I don't wear my wrestling shirts. I also got a John Cena shirt for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, which one?
Amazon special.
Oh, nice.
It's like green and like
Amazon special.
tie dye, bro. It's like cursive. It said the champ is here. It doesn't fit me, so I'll just keep it forever.
It's pretty cool. Taylor actually got me the Beware of Dog one, the Royal Rumble return one.
Oh, the
Hustle, loyalty,
one
and
that I
respect.
got.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah, bro. We're matching.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite Cena shirt.
Oh,
ever,
that's the best Cena
probably.
shirt. Yeah.
Here, little lore for my life. When I was in like when I first got into wrestling like heavy, probably a few. I was probably like a year or two into my fandom. I was a Cena fan, and we had like this play at school that we did. Like we all for like a class. It was like a music class. We all got into groups together, and like you had to like make a little play for like the class. And we decided to do a wrestling play that was like supposed to be comedy, but it was just an excuse for us to like do moves on each other. And I was gonna be John Cena, and then this guy that I was in class with, he let me borrow this pendant that was the it was like the side plate from the spinner logo,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it like spun. It had like the Cena logo, the chain gang one, and it would spin.
Sick.
And it was like blingy. It was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
So he let me borrow that, and then I had a John Cena shirt made. It was just like a orange square with like hustle, loyalty, and respect. So it was like
Off-brand,
trying to
yeah.
mimic, yeah,
Yeah.
that one, because I don't know if we could get wrestling shirts back like in Mexico or not. I think you could get like the bootleg ones outside of like, at like the fucking
Yeah.
Tuesday market.
Like how they have like the bootleg like wrestling figures down there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's literally what it is.
I would love to have one of those.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
Next time I go, maybe I'll buy some bootleg.
Those are cool, bro. I fuck with those. Because they're like just bootleg enough to like be badass.
Yeah.
It like makes them original.
They're pretty cheap. They're like super cheap. And yeah, so you could, I know that like one of my friends also, he had a Rey Mysterio shirt, the one that had the face, the blue one.
Yeah.
It's like just a close up of Rey's face.
Yeah.
And he's like, and it's blue. And I think he was, one of them was Rey, and the other, somebody else was like Jeff Hardy. Those are the ones that I remember for sure.
Yeah.
And then I was Cena, of course.
Hell yeah.
Maybe Batista, Chris Jericho. I don't remember. We did like a whole, I don't even remember the play. The play was stupid.
Elementary shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I really like that shirt.
Hell
And I
yeah.
really like the Stone Cold. I'm really happy.
I appreciate the hell out of this, man. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
No problem.
It's old,
I actually
bro.
thought I was like, I'm trying to find something cool and something that's like.
Bro, this is this is old, bro. That's my Ray right there, bro. That's the only one I use on 2K23. I don't use the new ones.
Big pants Ray.
Yeah, bro.
Knee brace Ray. He used to fuck people up with those knee braces. Like, fuck them up.
But speaking of Ray, bro, I was watching Raw last night, and I was like,
Why?
I turned it on, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, Bad Bunny's on Raw? Okay, let's go. And I was like, why the fuck is he fighting Damian Priest again? And then Ray came out, and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, why the hell did Carlito get such a big pop? I was like, didn't Rey Mysterio just have knee surgery? I had so many questions, bro.
Where is Carlito, by the way?
Nah, I don't know. He's injured.
I don't know. SmackDown was weird. AJ Styles was wearing dress pants for some reason.
Bro, he looked like, I don't know what him and Randy were doing, bro. They were jacked as fuck.
Yeah, he's been eating chicken breasts and fucking asparagus.
Bro,
he looks crazy.
Yeah, asparagus. Yeah, facts. Bro.
I'm glad the wrestlers are back on the roids. Honestly, that's what we need.
Oh yeah,
that's what wrestling needs.
We need Snitsky back, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
we need more fights.
Yep,
and we need steroids.
We need more shoots, bro. We don't need works. We need more shoots.
No, man, I like the works. I saw there's one guy I follow. I don't know if he's gonna listen to this or not, but XWE Wrestling. He fucking just yaps on Twitter, but he was saying that he was quoting on somebody that quoted one of Cena's promos to Roman, where he's like not over fine speech, and he starts being like, Roman, you don't know how to fucking cut a promo and shit, and he was like, Cena relies a lot on shooting on people, and so does CM Punk. They almost can't cut a promo unless they're shooting on somebody, and I kind of agree, but also Cena has had like good promos without having to like get into like
the personal shit with him.
Yeah, I think that only started because like people like Punk were like cutting in deep, and he was like, okay, well, fuck.
I mean, if he's going there, I'm gonna go even farther. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then after, like, obviously now, like, a lot of people are just in the know, so it's, I'm not saying that you should break kayfabe, but you gotta find like a balance.
Yeah, there's a happy medium. Yeah,
and people are just not gonna suspend their disbelief about Cena because he's just such a public figure. Oh yeah, it's just hard to be like, well, of course, like, if someone's challenging his position, they're gonna be like, oh well, this motherfucker's not even here. He's here like. He did like a little tour. How long was he back? Like 3 months?
3 months, yeah.
That was weird.
Shit, I got to watch him wrestle, so I was happy about that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, well, let's get to.
Speaking of John Cena, have you ever watched the movie Cockblockers?
No. No, actually, I did. The first one I did watch.
It's fucking hilarious.
I did watch it, yes. So they flipped the car or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It's been a while, but I have seen it.
I watched it for the first time the other
I think
day.
it's just called Blockers.
Is it not Cockblockers?
Oh, it's implied. No, but it's definitely just Blockers. Yeah. Yeah, I watched it. I like his acting shit, man.
He's not bad.
He's really good in Peacemaker. If you haven't seen Peacemaker,
never watched Peacemaker. No.
He's really. I think that's where he can where he actually showed his acting chops. And so, he's the character is from the Suicide Squad, which is like the second Suicide Squad movie they did. And he is he's essentially like the main bad guy in it. And
Peacemaker's a bad guy? Yeah. Or is he an anti-hero?
Yeah. Everyone in the Suicide Squad is kind of like
could be bad, could be good.
Yeah, they just kind of like play by their own like they have their own motives.
All right.
And if it's necessary for them to be good, they'll be good. And it seems so. Peacemaker in the show, he seems to like his moral compass to be definitely like in the good, but also like he's willing to like do a job essentially.
Yeah, fair.
But he is like the main bad guy, and he's kind of scary. In towards the end, he's got some like really good scenes where he's like, yeah, he's really scary. And Cena, he's kind of intense, so and that just comes with.
He's a big guy anyway, so
yeah, he's just kind of like a stocky dude. So he's just intimidating, and he's not huge, and he's not as big, obviously, but he still looks pretty imposing. I would
still
say.
Cena.
So let's get to this. So
where are we gonna start, bro?
The way that I have this laid out, I have the top 5 matches for it, but we can obviously.
What do I have first on my list? Let's do matches.
Okay. So I have him from 5 to 1 essentially.
I got him 1 to 5. So I'll
you
just
go start
backwards.
5. Yeah. Okay. Now I
do honorable mentions.
Okay.
First.
Yeah, because I have some too. So you can start with your honorable mention.
All right. For my honorable mentions, I got 2 of them because I could not decide, bro.
Okay.
I was like, fuck, these are both really, really good. And if I left some out, then. Like Kevin Gates said, may God murder my children, kill them dead right now.
They're poor kids.
Yeah, bro. He's like, kill them to date. Honorable mentions. I got the first one is WrestleMania 39, the tag team match, KO, Sami Zayn, versus the Bloodline.
Okay.
That's one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal match. I mean,
Yeah.
truly. I mean, was it rated like 5 stars?
I don't know exactly. I know it was highly rated by Meltzer, which his ratings don't really faze me. But a lot of story there, and obviously like the repercussions from it are felt throughout like probably the next few months.
Oh,
after
absolutely.
that.
Yeah,
and even
still-
today, you know,
Still
if you
going
really
on
want
today.
yeah.
Exactly, they really are. And my other one is Gunther versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental title on Raw.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those are pretty
Just
solid matches.
Straight match,
Yeah.
bro. Chad Gable was at the top of his game. Gunther breaking the record. Like, there's so much behind that.
Yeah.
It's just, that's solid, bro.
That's such an interesting story there. Whenever I was looking at these matches, I was thinking like, there's some matches that are really good, and then there's some matches that have a really good story, and then also happen to be a good match.
Exactly.
So I thought a lot about that, and I did consider the Gunther Chad Gable match. My only issue is that the story was built as the matches went on. They had like 4 matches together, I think.
Yeah.
So whenever he broke the record, that was their last match,
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
And like I said, the story was built throughout, like, you know, Gable essentially just being like, "Oh, I can beat you, or whatever."
Yeah.
And then just wanted another chance.
Yeah.
Okay. So my honorable mention is the men's Iron Survival from NXT Deadline. So this is the match that Trick Williams won at the last NXT pay-per-view. The last minute of that match is so hectic. So Trick is the way the match works is like think of like a Royal Rumble and like a championship scramble like combined.
Yeah.
So it starts with 2 people. Every 5 minutes, a new wrestler comes in.
Yep.
If you score a pinfall, the person you score a pinfall on has to go in a penalty box for 90 seconds. So then that prevents. So like you can get like quick pins on like, you know, if you come in like later on, like if you're the 5th person, you can probably grab a few.
Yeah.
You know, or at least 1 or 2 pins, and then whoever you pin, they can't stop the count. You know, they can't prevent you from getting another pin because they have to go to the penalty
Because they're in the
box.
penalty box, yeah.
So Trick was down. I think there were like 3 different people that had 3 points each, if I'm not mistaken. And Trick was down, so he was essentially about to lose, and he had like a minute left. So Braun Breaker had just come in like a little bit, like he was the last person to come in, I'm pretty sure. And he like speared like 3 people, like, you know, off their freaking boots.
Back to back to back.
And then he got like 3 points like that. So Trick is down. He is about to get the spiral. What is it? The spiral tap from Tyler Bate. So I think he either puts his knees up or moves or something. That's not true. So Tyler Bate hits it on somebody, and then Trick gets the pin on that person. Then Tyler Bate comes to get Trick, and then Trick like reverses it, does like a bridge, and then like pins him. And then he is Braun Breaker is about to like spear him, and Trick like catches him, and then like he hits him with his finish, and then he pins him, and he ends up winning the match.
Yeah.
It's really insane.
I haven't watched that. I think I need to watch that.
No, it's pretty insane. And obviously I spoiled the winner, but it's worth like the match is really good, honestly, and it's really well paced. And the story they're telling is like, oh, like Trick is like down,
Yeah.
and you know all the people there are clearly better than him, but he's, you know, he's pretty crafty, and you know, scratched and clawed his way to the top.
Oh yeah, that's what he gritted his way to the top, bro.
All right, so go ahead and give me your number 5.
Number 5 is I got a couple AEW matches on here actually, bro.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
I have a number 5 is also an AEW match.
Number
for you.
5 and 4 is AEW. For
Oh,
me.
really?
Bryan Danielson versus MJF in the Iron Man match.
Really?
Number 5.
Interesting.
I love that match, man.
That match is pretty great.
Fucking awesome.
I
It had
think
basically everything you needed, bro. It had a small story, but like when you put MJF and Bryan Danielson in the ring at the same time, bro, you're gonna expect something huge.
yeah. So
And
this is
they
the
delivered.
hour-long Iron Man match.
Yep.
And I mean, to recap, MJF was like, the whole thing was like, oh, I can keep up with Bryan,
Yeah.
but throughout the match he's like not in the shape that like
Yeah.
Bryan's in. So he He gets like a tank of oxygen at some point. That's the match also where he threw that drink at that kid.
It is. Where he got a lot of heat from that one, bro.
So it's a pretty crazy, looking back on it, that was early in the year.
Yeah.
I feel like that was like, was that February?
February, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe March or February.
Probably
March. Early March, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was a good match for sure. Well, my number 5 is a match that I romanticize for what it is, and I think because of the technicality of it, it's Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. from Wrestle Dream.
Okay, I figured you would have a match on there from there.
So, the match from Wrestle, it's something really special to me. It's just like a technical match. People will watch it and be like, what the fuck is going on? It's just like a lot of grappling and a lot of like mad work and like submission attempts and stuff like that. Bryan Danielson hits like this dragon screw on Zack Sabre and like bends his like foot essentially. I don't know if he did it wrong or did it right, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
But just in a simple move like a dragon screw to make it look so devastating, it's really something special. And I just really like the mad work on it. Very little story in the grand scheme of things, but if you look at Zack Sabre Jr. and Bryan Danielson, their whole thing is that like they always try to one up each other as like the best technical wrestler.
Yeah.
After Danielson retired in 2015, if I'm not mistaken, they turned the best technical wrestler award into the Bryan Danielson Award or the Daniel Bryan Award.
Yeah.
And then Zack Sabre Jr. won that award.
Ooh.
And before that, the only person that had won it
was him.
was Daniel Bryan. So then Zack Sabre Jr. started winning it.
Cool.
Then Danielson unretired, and then he, won it back. I think the first year he came back to AEW is when he won it back. So then it became like, who's the best technical wrestler?
Who's the better Daniel Bryanson? Yeah.
So they haven't.
I said Daniel Bryanson.
It's okay. So they haven't run the match back, but I assume they're going to at some point, probably in Japan. So.
Hell yeah.
All right, what's your number 4?
Number 4, Texas Deathmatch, Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland.
Interesting.
Fucking brutal, bro. Push the envelope so far. The blood being dripped into the mouth, bro. Like all of it was just so fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And you know me, like I'm kind of a fan of some deathmatch.
Yeah.
So like it was just like, and Swerve Strickland is fucking great. Yeah. I'm a fan of Hangman Page. Like he's not in my top anywhere or anything, but like I don't hate him. I think he's a really good wrestler. But that match, I think they really, really like put it on.
Pretty
it's one to remember.
Pretty controversial pick, I'll say, because of the
blood. Yeah,
just because the physicality of it. I really like the finish. He hung Hangman, which is kind of a callback to other. It's a weird visual because if Swerve got hung, that's
there'd be a lot of shit going on right now.
That's pretty touchy. But when it's the other way around, it's just it's a cool visual, I guess. Yeah. And the weird racial undertones, I guess, are there. But
I liked it because it was just like the most brutal thing that we've probably seen all year.
It's pure violence for sure.
And it's just like, people remember it. It's just like, holy shit, you remember what they fucking did? Like,
I'll give him that. The brand of violence seemed to make sense. It wasn't a lot of like doing it for the sake of doing it. I think a lot of times in dead matches, especially the ones that you see online, like the little viral videos, it's just like, let's just do this.
Exactly.
But in that match, they definitely told a story.
It kind of had like some choreograph to it. Like it wasn't just like, okay, like let's just fucking shove needles in each other's backs and shit. Like it was just like they're just going out there for the sake of doing that. Like this was actually a wrestling match that had the brutal shit in it. Yeah,
I assume they'll run it back if Swerve ends up winning the title from MJF. He might be the guy.
I need that.
He might be the guy.
Swerve's my second favorite right now in AEW behind MJF. So
we'll see.
Yeah, man. Who you got number 4?
My number 4 is Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair from WrestleMania.
Okay, funny. Actually, we'll just go right into it. My number 3, Charlotte versus Rhea, WrestleMania 39.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So, what to say about this match? the story behind it was weak too. The reason why these two matches are my number 5, number 4 is because they're really good matches, but they lack in the story.
The story department. Yeah, man.
So
they do.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte went out there and like they over delivered.
That was phenomenal.
One of the best women's matches probably ever, and then one of the best matches in WrestleMania in the whole card.
Oh, absolutely.
And a pretty solid card,
Cody and Kevin and Sam, the tag team bloodline. That's when the bloodline was fucking hot.
And that's the triple threat with Gunther and Drew and Sheamus.
That almost made my list.
Yeah, that was hard not to put on here, but I was like, I don't know, I'll give this match the edge just because it's so special.
Oh yeah.
Rhea dropped Charlotte on her head.
Remember she had that scratch on her nose, bro? Yeah,
it was fucking brutal.
Yeah, man.
Yes, it's a great match. Yeah, I mean, we have it pretty close on the ranking. Yeah, I mean, I think that as the match ages, we're going to be looking at it even more fondly.
Oh, bro, yeah. It's going to grow with time.
As it kind of just sits.
Y'all haven't watched it? You need to go watch it. It's definitely worth it. Like, it's literally, it's number 3 on my matches.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty fucking high.
I'm a she-man woman hater, a he-man woman hater. So, and that shit's up here. Yeah, y'all gotta watch that shit, man.
Yeah, it's a good match. Well, I mean, you already said it, but
yeah, who's your number 3?
My number 3 is MJF versus Bryan Danielson, the Iron Man match.
Oh, okay, so we got a couple of the same ones.
Yeah,
on there.
So yeah, I mean, we already said whatever we had to say about that match. It's fucking crazy. Fresh off my mind when I watched it, I felt like it was a really great match, and that's how you know
immediately.
Yeah,
it's usually like a song. Like when you hear like a good song, like somebody's like, "You ever heard of that? It's a badass song." But you gotta listen to it a couple times to actually start to like it.
Yeah.
Immediately when you start to watch this match, you're like, "This is a fucking great match."
Yeah, from the pacing of it, the way it's laid out, I think that at times people, it seems like there's a lot of like MJF just like standing around. But they're telling a story, and to me, I think that's worth more sometimes to like be able to tell a story with the match. Obviously, like we said before, if the story was a little bit stronger with MJF and Danielson, would have been cool. I think that would have probably put it like at number 1 all year. Honestly, to me,
if they would have built it more, it was just like they like hated each other for like a week, and he was like, "Yeah, I fucking." Like my wife cheated on me because of you, or like she left me because of you. That was that, bro.
And then he's like, and your mentor Christopher Daniels, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, bro. Somebody that just looked up to Daniel Bryan or whatever. Fucking, it was just wild.
Yeah.
But the match itself fucking delivered.
I think that's something AEW has a problem with. They are able to deliver on the matches, but then like the story is not there. So. I don't know.
It does knock it a little bit without the story being there.
Yeah, they just build a lot of momentum on the show itself, and the next week they're like, here's a tournament.
This is what we're doing now. Yeah, here's a tag team tournament.
All right, what is your number 4? Or sorry, number 2?
Number 2, bro.
Yeah.
This one was really, really tough. The only reason I put number 1 up there, it was because I actually saw it in person.
Okay. Interesting.
So number 2 is going to be Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania 39.
Interesting. Okay.
The build, all of it, finishing the story, is still happening today.
Yeah.
It's still something that people talk about all the fucking time. Do I think Cody should have won? Absolutely. But do I think the payoff is going to be amazing? Absolutely. So that's why it's my number 2. We all thought Roman was going down, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking thought Roman was going down.
I want everyone to go back and watch this match. And I want you to look at it subjectively. The ending falls a little flat, but I don't think that like hurts the match that much. Realistically, the ending's actually pretty brief. It's not like they spend like... I mean, if you want to look at it this way, the Usos and Sami Zayn and KO match, the ending was way more convoluted there.
Oh, yeah.
KO, Sammy came out to help after the Usos came out, and then Cody, set up Roman with. I think he hit him with like 3 crossroads, or maybe only 2.
I think my brain tells me it was 2.
Yeah, maybe it was 2. He was setting up for the 3rd. He kind of like went up to the corner, and that's what Solo came out.
Yeah.
So that's like ingrained in my head.
Oh, bro.
I think that's kind of important. I know that like people look at a match and they want it to have a happy ending. But listen, some good movies don't have happy endings.
Yeah, bro.
I think that's part of it. And
every horror movie, guess who dies? The black guy. All right. So guess what? It still works out. All right.
And
sometimes the hero dies. And it's okay.
The cool thing about Cody being in that position is that he didn't feel shoehorned in. It wasn't like, oh, like, you know, Cody is like the next challenger to Roman. Like, he just felt like he was just part of it. And it's interesting because before then, you know, he was injured essentially until he like entered into this. It was like just perfect. I know he got hurt and I know he sucked and he missed like 9 months, but the moment he got hurt, he was gonna win the Rumble.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
It was like written. You know, you could have not booked. I guess accidentally booked like a better story.
Oh, it was amazing.
Well, my number 2 is one that I don't know if you've seen or not because they had 2 matches this year. This one is Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay from Wrestle Kingdom.
Okay.
So this one was in January.
I know you were hyped about that one. So it happened.
Right. So this was so they had a rematch in AEW at Double or Nothing, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the Wrestle Kingdom match, which I think was better. They were both good. This match definitely has a story. The way Japan tells the stories, though, they're like more. They treat it more like a sport, so it's more like about like who's the best. But in the build to it, Will Ospreay did have some great promos that are pretty memorable. That kind of like sold me on him. Whenever I rewatched this match recently, and whenever I first watched it, I was like, well, this is really fucking good, but also like it's not making me feel anything. Once they had the rematch, and once I got more into Ospreay, looking back on it, I'm like, holy shit, like this is a really good match. This like I'm talking like a 7-star classic type shit. And the reason why it's so high up there, or maybe it's not number 1, I should say, is that it's just lacking in the story department. Again, very athletic, very good. It's hard for me as like a fucking wrestling like nerd to not rank it so high.
Yeah.
But also like I just have to look at the grand scheme of things. And with that in mind, I'll go ahead and tell you my number 1.
Go ahead.
Because it's Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns from WrestleMania.
Oh, so that's your number 1.
Yeah,
okay.
that is my number 1, absolutely. And I went ahead and tell you because we already talked about the match.
Yeah, we already did.
But that is absolutely my number 1. I mean, that is the best match to me this year. I understand that people are going to look at it again and be like, this match sucked. It wasn't good. There's just a lot of nuances in it that, obviously, again, as a wrestling nerd that likes the moves, it's like, okay, this is good. I like the athleticism. I like, the unpredictability of, like a Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. But Cody and Roman just have so many nuances to it that make it so great. From the moment, not even from when the bell rings, from the moment the entrances happen. Cody comes out, he's got the pyro.
Oh yeah.
He's dressed, to the nines. He looks really intense. He's ready to go. And then Roman gets this like super villain like entrance. Like that is when the match starts to me.
Bro, before they even like got in the ring together, there was so much like animosity towards it all. Like so much like what if factor. Like could Cody win? Mm-hmm. Could Roman retain? Like none of us knew, and the way they built it was like almost perfection, truly.
It's just that like when's the last time truly that like a match felt like that massive?
Bro, it was huge. I get cold chills. So I literally get cold chills.
I know, and like we'll get into the predictions for 2024. But when it happens again, it's just gonna the reward for waiting a year. It's gonna be like when I watch Infinity War and then I watch Endgame.
Yeah.
Like it's just gonna be worth it.
Oh man,
I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
Oh, I got something for us for WrestleMania, bro. You just wait, bro. It's fucking happening.
All right, I think I know what your number 1 is.
It's Cody versus Brock at SummerSlam, bro.
I figured.
Yeah, it just hit so hard with me.
Yeah.
Seeing Brock just like, and to see it in person, just really ranks it up there for me because that like Brock's never done that.
Yeah.
And to do that with Cody, like as we're like there for my first WWE event, also.
Yeah.
Is just like fucking amazing. Brock put Cody over, man.
Yeah, and he
hasn't been back since.
So I also love the story from this match. Again, not a super technical match. I almost put it like on my list. There were just other ones that I preferred, but the whole thing about Cody like fighting his way up to like Brock, almost getting the count out, having to resort to like hit him with the steps, to like even like get a chance at him.
Oh yeah.
And then like he beats him, and then the ending, Brock is like takes off his, he took off his gloves.
Yeah.
And I watched the clip like today. Cody is like, holy shit! Like he doesn't look scared.
He looks just like what's about to happen. Like
he's just like has this look on his face, and then Brock has in his face. If Brock got in my face, like I just fucking shit my pants.
Bro, I'm shitting everywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to do.
Nah.
Shit, cum, piss.
That's why I watched him run the ropes at SummerSlam, bro. I was like, motherfuck, bro.
So imagine he gets in your face like that.
Literally.
So he got in his face, and Cody's just like trying to just be a wrestler, and then Brock, lifts up his hand, and
I mean, I don't know if I believe it. I mean, I want to believe it, but apparently that was like not scripted at all to happen. So
I think it is. I think if Brock has his guys, man, I don't know. So
you think it's scripted or it isn't?
I think it was like a unscripted moment for sure.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Especially with Brock, he's just unpredictable.
Exactly.
So.
Brock will do whatever he wants, even if you fucking tell him.
And that's just so out of character.
Exactly.
In general.
Facts.
So. Like even with Roman, I don't know that he's ever done like anything like that with Roman. And
No.
Roman's his guy,
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. So that's my number one, man. That shit.
Did he hug Eddie? No. I'm thinking of Kurt.
Yep.
I think he hugged Kurt at the end of WrestleMania, right?
20?
No, the
21?
one. Which one's the one?
Do something for me.
Which one's the one that he did the shooting star press?
I think that was 21.
I think that is 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
Because they were like best buds.
Was that 19?
I don't think so, bro. Let's do a fact check.
Fucking hell.
We got to do at least 1 or 2 fact checks per show, bro. We can't know it all, man. Y'all know this.
Kurt Angle. Sorry.
Brock Lesnar.
Listen, the Apple keyboard is just not great.
What WrestleMania was that?
WrestleMania. I think it is 19.
19. Yep.
Yeah, it's 19. Okay.
Damn, okay.
I'm pretty sure they hug at the end. Am I tripping? We'll see. Kurt Angle, put his hand up.
True. Well, they're like really good friends, so I mean, it makes sense.
Oh yeah, they're boys. They actually like wrestled once, and like Kurt beat him.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean I think Brock is his technique is better than his.
Yeah.
Brock is obviously the stronger one.
Yeah.
But Kurt just has like he's just on another level.
Kurt. It's Kurt Angle, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He won a broken neck he won a gold medal with a fucking broken freaking neck. A fucking broken freaking neck. I said. What do you want to do next, bro? Let's do See, we did matches.
Do you want to do moments?
That's what I was thinking. Let's do moments. Yeah.
Okay.
I went last. You do your honorable mention first if you have one.
I don't have honorable mentions for this one. I just have 5 moments that I like.
I'll start with the honorable mention.
Okay.
AEW All In London.
Interesting. That's pretty interesting.
Huge crowd, bro.
Yeah.
MJF versus
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And then you got that what was it? The street fight or whatever it was where everybody was in it. What's that called? What'd they do?
The street fight.
Yeah, where like, John Moxley.
Oh, the Anarchy in the Arena or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Wait, was that at All In or was that a different show? No. There was a fight. Yeah. Yeah. Well, fucking.
Fact check number 2. Let's go.
You know what? This is not to like. This is not to downplay AW All In. All I remember from that show is CM Punk versus Samoa Joe.
That's yeah.
That's like
fake,
ingrained into my head.
Yeah. All right, what was it? Let's see. Where's the card at, bro? Every fucking hold.
Why am I? Yeah, that was definitely okay. Yes, that was
Stadium Stampede.
Stadium Stampede. Okay,
Yeah.
You're right. Why did I think that was a different show?
I loved that shit.
That match is pretty fucking wild.
It was fun, bro. It was
Yeah.
so fun.
That was a pretty cool match. Actually, you know what? You're right. I was gonna do like top pay-per-views, and I was gonna put All In somewhere there because it's got a lot of. I mean, even Osprey and Jericho was a good match.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good moment. Okay, honorable mention. All right. Should I go ahead with my 4th moment?
Yep, go for it, bro.
So number 4, and this ranks low, but still important. CM Punk returns at Survivor Series. That's my.
So
sorry,
since
my
we're
number,
talking about
number 5 moment.
that's my number 1.
Really? Oh, shit.
Bro,
really?
I haven't remembered being that hyped about something, wrestling wise. Like truly, the first thing that comes to my mind is Ray versus Eddie for Dominic.
Okay.
Seriously, bro, like it takes me back to those moments. Like I was literally jumping up and down, bro. Like I hadn't felt like that in so long. So
Wow.
I don't know. And I love CM Punk, and it's because they fucking pop the little thing up at the bottom of the screen, and you're like, okay, it's over.
Yeah.
And then you just hear, I'm like, oh my fucking god.
So that's your number 1 moment, huh?
Yep.
Interesting.
It really is, man.
Interesting. Okay, well, what is your number 5 moment?
Number 5.
I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. That match.
Okay. All right.
Just Bad Bunny and just the Puerto Rico crowd
Yeah.
just being fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I watched it again last night because it was on Raw.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is the fact that he can just go out there being a rapper
Yeah.
and put on a fucking match like that and take those bumps that he did. It's something special to watch.
He commands the crowd for sure. That is actually my number 4 moment. Well, I put his entrance at Backlash, but yeah, I mean, really just the whole thing, the energy at Backlash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was crazy. That was pretty insane. I think it's one of the best moments, and it's also almost become a meme at this point.
Yeah.
You have to be like, oh, Bad Bunny's entrance from Backlash, was
Bro, it's
one of the best.
badass.
It's pretty great, and the drone shot that they do after he's like coming out, they're getting him from the back. And the drone shot like sweeps around and like gets the whole crowd.
Yeah.
And they're like all singing along to the song. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's a good
We
moment.
both got that on there pretty close.
What's your number 4 since I already said mine?
This one was tough for me. But I really fuck with it though. It's cool that it's been a while since, something like this has happened. So, Gunther breaking the Intercontinental, like the all-time Intercontinental reign.
Interesting.
It's cool. That doesn't happen very often. He's literally the like every day that he holds it is a new record.
Yeah.
So he's just extending this period, man. It's fucking awesome. I really think it's fucking awesome.
I definitely don't think there's a lot of those left. Like records like that. I'm trying to think like obviously Cena could break Ric Flair's record for, the most title wins.
Exactly.
World title wins, which is kind of, some say Ric Flair has like 23 world titles. Or not some, but like whatever WWE accepts is different from like
what
it actually is.
Exactly, yeah.
The other one would be like Miz breaking Jericho's like Intercontinental title,
which
like,
he could still do, but as long as Gunther holds the title, he doesn't
ain't
get
gonna
another
happen.
shot. So there you got to play that in a factor too.
Yeah, there's just not that many of
Gunther's
those.
on my list a few times, man.
Okay, so I'll go ahead. You said your 4th one. Okay, I'll go ahead and with my 3rd one since I already said my 4th one. My 3rd moment is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens main event in WrestleMania.
Okay, hell yeah.
That is 2 friends,
Best friends growing up. Their whole lives.
They
basically.
came up together in the business. 2 Canadian boys came up in ROH together. KO or Sammy ended up getting signed to NXT first or WWE, and then went to NXT. From the moment Kevin Owens walked in, he already feuded with Sami Zayn, and then they feuded again in the main roster, and then once again, and then they were tag team partners, and then they feuded again, and then they were tag team partners, and then they made it all the way to the main event of WrestleMania.
Yep, together.
I think the whole phrase like "fight forever," it was essentially created for them, and now it means more than just like them fighting each other. It's them about like fighting forever
for everything.
Yeah,
forever.
And scratched and clawed, and 2 guys that should not be anywhere near the main event.
Yep.
Or anywhere in WWE for that matter. If you told me 10 years ago that they were gonna be like the guys main eventing, a guy wearing a t-shirt and this fucking
redheaded dude that can talk on the mic really well, you know what I mean? That used to say the N-word on random YouTube videos. You know what I mean?
He's like Big Larry. Shout out to Big Larry. Hey, don't cancel my boy. He's Syrian, But yeah, if you want to look up something funny, look up
Big
Big
up
Larry.
that one. Yeah, Big Larry. Yeah.
What's
Yeah, no, it's cool because Kevin Owens also main evented the WrestleMania the year before with Stone Cold.
2 main events for Kevin Owens.
Back to back,
Something
bro.
that seems impossible.
Fuck. Some Kevin Owens shit, or Kevin Owens. Some Roman Reigns shit right there, man.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar type
Who's
shit.
your number? What's your number 3, I should say, moment?
The Bloodline splitting up, man.
Interesting. So are you talking about, well, I don't want to spoil my picks, but are you talking about the Jey Uso being like,
Jey.
you out and I'm out too?
You out, and I'm out too. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Because I have a moment. I'll go ahead and jump into my number 4, or my number 2, I should say. Because I have Jimmy Uso super kicking Roman Reigns at Night of Champions.
Bet. Okay.
Obviously, like, the Jey Uso thing came out, or not came out, but like happened as a consequence of it. But I think they're kind of like 2 moves that are kind of related
Oh, yeah.
to each other. Yeah, I almost put that just strictly the Jey Uso promo is like, it's really great. You know, everything that happened because of him and all this stuff.
Like, we were like, oh, shit. Like, okay, what's
Yes,
about
he
to
had
happen
like
here?
line up with Roman
Yeah.
again, you know.
He's like, you know what? Oos, I'm out. He's like, you're out. And I'm out too. Bang. And then it was just
Yeah.
like, oh my God, it finally happened. We were just waiting on it, man.
Yeah, that was pretty great. But yeah, like I said, I have the super kick from Night of Champions. There was a lot of like classic, you know, Bloodline main event.
Yeah.
A lot of shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
They're just kind of standing there. Who did he beat at Night of Champions? It was that was not the tag team. Who did he face? I can't even remember the match because I know that was the tag team match. That's what it was. So it was Sammy and KO versus Solo and Roman. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And then
They got the win again.
Yeah, so Roman and Solo lost.
Yeah.
And then that's when, you know.
Roman got pinned.
Is that what happened?
Roman got pinned by Jay, bro.
No. That was a Civil War. No, the match before. That was a Money in the Bank.
Oh, okay.
No, the match, it was Sammy and KO versus Solo and Roman. Because Roman is like, I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna get the titles back. I think Solo got pinned in that one, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe Roman. No. It was Solo because Roman got pinned by Jay at Money in the Bank.
All right.
And that's what led into the tribal combat and everything.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
See, now I'm recovering everything.
Getting it, man.
What's your number 2 moment?
Number 2. You already know my number 1. My number 2, bro, is Sammy turning on Roman.
At the Royal Rumble?
At the Royal Rumble, yeah.
You know what? That is my number 1 moment.
Is it really? Hell yeah, nice. Bro, it's just hit. It hit hard, man.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest moment.
Sticking up for his boy.
Yeah.
KO.
KO, yeah, that is, kind of when they came back. Going back to to their main event in WrestleMania.
Bro, WrestleMania 39 was fucking incredible.
There was just a lot, like the main events just felt like main events.
They really did.
It's not like they were put in there just because. It's like no other match should main event.
Exactly.
And I understand that, like, Rhea and Charlotte obviously had a chip on their shoulder for not main eventing.
Yeah.
But, like, how could you put him over
Exactly.
that?
You can't. There's no other way.
Yeah. I'm sorry, girls, but get good. It's going to be hard to top Punk, and if they do Punk and Rollins, it's going to be hard to top that. The match, they haven't even done much, and it just already feels so big.
I know.
It's hard.
Oh, man.
It's that 4-letter word,
Yeah.
Love. That's what it is.
Love. Yeah.
Man, well, I know your number 1 moment.
You do? What's yours? You already said it.
Yeah, I already said it.
Hell yeah.
So,
but we had a couple of them pretty close back to back, like in rankings.
I know. I mean, yeah, I just think this Sammy and the Bloodline, man, it's just
best storyline of the year. That's the storyline of the year.
Yeah, it's just
absolutely.
And the moment's so tailor made for. It's just one of those things like, the Rumble closes normally with a Rumble match.
Yep.
And in this case, it closed with Kevin Owens versus Roman, which we've felt like we've seen. So the new wrinkle to the match was all interference and Kevin Owens being kind of hung on the ropes, and then being you gotta get him.
Yeah.
And the build to that, from that to Elimination Chamber in Canada.
War Games, because Sammy and KO had to face
at
War Games.
Right, which War Games kind of a little bit before. So Yeah, so much. Yeah, definitely. That's top moment of the year for me. I don't think anything got even close.
Nah.
To that.
Well, CM Punk's return. So, I just, like I said, just was so fucking hyped for that shit, man. God damn, I was so fucking hyped.
I definitely understand it. All right, so let's see. Do you want to do superstars of the year?
Yeah, I was supposed to say, let's go wrestlers, yep.
Okay, so, wrestlers, sorry. I'm fucking WWE machine is in my brain. I'm like, superstars of the year. I have 2 honorable mentions.
I have 4.
Wow, okay.
I couldn't fucking pick, bro.
So, since you have 4, go ahead and start with your first honorable mention.
Oh, man. I don't know where to rank them.
Wait, so I'm sorry. You have 4. Okay, I have 5 wrestlers.
I have 5 wrestlers
but
and
then
4
you have
honorable
4.
mentions.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I couldn't pick, bro.
Okay, just tell me your 4.
4. Rhea
Ripley. Okay.
Sami Zayn,
Okay.
which I almost fucking wanted to take somebody out of my regular wrestlers, but Gunther, Seth Rollins.
Damn. Okay. I didn't put Gunther in my top 5 either. That's kind of crazy.
Dude is on another level, man.
I definitely want to honorable mention Gunther for sure. Like the biggest honorable mention.
Straight up, bro.
Just, again, lacking in the story department.
Yep.
But everything else he does is perfect.
Oh, bro.
He's like the quintessential, like, bad guy, like, foreign dude, you know?
But, like, he's so bad that you like him.
Yeah, he's just...
He's not like other bad guys where you're like, yeah, you know what, like, this fucking, like, I hate that guy. Like, nah, bro, he's fucking, he's an amazing wrestler.
It's just hard not to put respect on his name.
Seriously, you have to acknowledge him.
Okay, my 2 honorable mentions other than Gunther are Will Ospreay and MJF. Honorable mention. Sorry, he didn't make it to the top 5. You're gonna be surprised with who my top 1. Well, my top person is. I'll go ahead. Let me go ahead and start with my number 5.
Who you got?
I got Io Sky as my number 5.
See, like I was thinking of like women.
Yeah. Women.
And I was like, okay, like maybe her cash in was like one of those top moments for me. Mm-hmm. But she's not really been that exciting of a champion for me.
I understand, but I'm looking at Backlash first. You know, great show on a Backlash, I guess, Bianca. More popular than Bianca, which is wild.
That is crazy.
Won the Money in the Bank. I love the Money in the Bank ending. You know, Bailey and Becky, you know, kind of like they were handcuffed together.
Yep.
Super creative. Io wins. And then Io kind of becoming the de facto leader of Damage Control. Bailey thinking that she's like in control, you know, no pun intended. I think Io's kind of been like a low-key champion. But when you start like, you know, peeling the layers of like this whole Damage Control thing, I think once you look back on it, you can be like, oh, holy shit, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then when Bailey beats her for the title, it's going to be that much crazier.
Bailey's winning the Royal Rumble this year, bro. I'm telling you.
You think so?
That's that's in one of my bold predictions. So.
What's your number 5?
Number 5. Look, y'all. I know I put a lot of hate on this dude's name, but this dude's up there. All right, don't tell me I'm wrong. It's Dominic, bro.
Dominic Mysterio.
Dominic Mysterio.
I respect him. He had a pretty big banner year.
He just went from like here to just like up there, bro. Like when people come back, like and they're big, who's their first match? It's Dominic. It's Dominic, man.
He's got a match with Punk tonight.
I know with CM. That's what I'm saying, bro. See,
I know they put a lot of trust in this boy, man. North American champion. He just lost the title.
Dragon Lee. I'm happy that Dragon Lee has it. I mean, I do love me some Dragon Lee.
I mean, he gave Dragon Lee a big rub. Honestly,
he did, bro.
It's crazy. All right, well, let me move on to my number 4. My number 4 is Sami Zayn.
Respect.
Cracked the top 5. Great year for Sami. He's kind of cooled down a little bit. But even, you know, when he turns it on, he's hurt in kayfabe or whatever. When he turns it on, though, you know, recently the promos with Drew.
Oh, man, bro.
Obviously, the whole build to WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
He's the reason that the Bloodline story was as big as it was, to be honest with you.
Honestly, you know, he carried it on his back.
He fucking did. Put some respect on his name, man.
Main event in WrestleMania. Pretty huge, you know.
Got to fight Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber.
Going from the comedy match, the celebrity comedy match at WrestleMania to the main event. That's the greatest upgrade.
Seriously.
So, who do you have number 4?
I was very weary about this one because there's been a lot of drama surrounding this guy.
Okay.
But you have to fucking put him in there, man.
Really?
You have to.
Okay.
From getting fired in AEW to being hired into WWE.
Interesting.
It's CM Punk.
Man, I mean, just on principle alone, like, just being in the mouths of everyone the whole year, sure, I'll give it to you.
He was always... We talked about him every episode.
Most episodes, yeah.
And he wasn't even wrestling for a lot of it.
No, I mean, he wasn't wrestling for most of the year, I want to say.
You know what I mean?
He was on Collision for the longest time, just in AEW, rotting away.
Yep.
He two-piece Jungle Boy, and then he went out to fucking have one of the best matches of his life against Samoa Joe, and then he fucking bitched out Tony.
Yep, and then got fired because Tony was threatened for his life. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like weird to not put him in there because of like.
And then just to come back with open arms.
Yep.
Like nothing happened.
Yep, exactly, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to you. I respect the pick. Number 3, I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's hard for me not to put him on here. It's Roman Reigns.
I didn't put Roman Reigns on my list.
Really?
I didn't. He's a fucking...
He's still box office to me,
I
man.
acknowledge you, and you're going to put up numbers every fucking time you go out there, but you don't show up unless it's really important for you. And I like a workman's champ. I didn't put Rollins on my top 5, but he's fucking been there. So that's why he was at least an honorable mention. Roman, you're like half like The Rock, half like fucking John Cena when they're acting. Like, you can show up more often, you know what I mean? Like, people like to see you. You would bring them more money for the WWE if you just fucking showed up and quit being a fucking tribal bitch.
Jesus. Tribal queef.
Yeah. Oh, tribal queef. That's right.
All right. Who's your number 3?
Yeah.
Interesting. LA Knight.
LA
pretty
Knight,
big.
man.
Pretty big year for him.
Yeah.
The fucking.
If you go in like to the superstar aspect of it, he was so fucking hot. Number 1 merch seller for like months in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got put over by John Cena. You know, I mean, he got a win over Solo. Like, dude's been on his fucking game. He's been tag team with Cody and everybody else. Like,
yeah,
LA Knight, he's fucking hot, dude.
Definitely a bigger second half of the year. We were there for his big coming out party, SummerSlam.
Yeah, when he won the the Battle Royale or whatever.
Yeah.
So, oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
that was
badass.
his WrestleMania, man.
True that, bro. Hell yeah, that was sick.
He wasn't even in the WrestleMania card, man. That's how you know.
I know.
He did have the Royal Rumble match against Bray.
Yeah.
Which, looking down at, I kind of look at it fondly, you know. We actually enjoyed the match.
It was you know, it was cool. I didn't know who the fuck LA Knight was back then. I thought he was just some schmuck. I really did, man. I was like, this dude's fucking lame. Some little short white guy that can kind of talk on the mic.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he actually got like the yeah
to
him where he actually got some yeah to him.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, well, my number 2. So you're going to hear my number 2 and be like, who the fuck is his number 1? My number 2 is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Who the fuck is your number 1?
Okay, who's your number 2? Tell me.
MJF.
MJF is your number 2. Interesting.
He is. He
Okay.
defended his title the whole year. Had some badass matches. Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, like fucking main evented All In. Like, dude is he's the mic, bro. He is the mic.
He's the man.
He's the fucking face of AEW, and I respect AEW, but I don't fucking like it. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So I mean, MJF's my favorite wrestler, other than Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes is obviously my fucking number 1. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I figured
it's my fucking boy. I fucking shit American Nightmare. You know what I mean? I fucking come Cody Rhodes. I really do, bro.
I figured that would be your number 1.
I piss Pyro. I mean, come on.
Okay, I have a good explanation for my number 1.
You got a lot of explaining to do.
My number 1 is Ronda Rousey. No, just kidding.
Damn.
My number 1 is Jey Uso. Main event Jey. Okay.
I have 5 honorable mentions. Put Jey Uso in there, man.
if you want to talk about somebody that like literally came from the bottom, and obviously involved in a main event storyline the whole year, he, being a pretty central character in the bloodline thing, the reason why Sammy kind of like was in and out was because Jay was his, first they weren't boys, and then they became boys, and then it became more about like, what are you doing? And then it became like, oh, well, now, you're coming after my family, you're coming after me. Jay turned on Sammy.
He did.
Prior to WrestleMania. After that, Jimmy ended up turning on Roman for Jay. Jay becomes the one to pin Roman for the first time. Main event SummerSlam.
Yep.
And then literally just becomes one of the most popular stars on Raw other than fucking Cody Rhodes.
Exactly.
I mean, there's Cody Rhodes and then there's Jey Uso.
Straight. I mean,
and some fair. Weeks it feels like it's Jey Uso and then Cody Rhodes.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely right.
His rise has been unlike anything I've seen.
Yeah.
And obviously, LA Knight got himself over, and by just being out there, being the best talker, being, very charismatic, likable. But like Jey Uso is, for all intents and purposes, somebody that, he's a tag team wrestler.
He is.
But I mean, I can't even look at him as like a tag watching.
I mean, personally, I don't really think of him as a tag team wrestler anymore, if that tells you anything. And they're the greatest tag team of all time.
They're one of, for sure. I mean, they're on the,
it's hard to argue that they're not the best.
5.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
So, I'm just saying, that's why Jey Uso, he's my superstar of the year.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Respect. Yeah. And, our superstars of the year, they won
they were tag team
champions in the Fastlane that we were at. So yeah. So I was that's pretty fucking awesome.
And then the whole yeet, and then the blurry yeet and all that stuff. Yeah.
I want one of those blurred yeet shirts, bro. Those are pretty sweet, actually.
They kind of fuck with my brain a little bit.
So if we're going wrestlers, and then we said who's the rising star of the year.
Yeah. Breakout star year, rising star, yeah.
That mine's LA Knight, so.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I have Trick Williams as mine.
Okay, hell yeah.
I think that he, Mello is like the main guy, and Trick was like the sidekick for most of the run. But like now, it doesn't feel that way anymore. It feels like Trick is like the guy. Organic rice again.
Yeah.
I have another award, which I don't know if you pick one or not, but the Midwest Midcard Award for the best Midcarder.
Ooh.
And that honor, to me, goes to Chad Gable. Chad Gable, I
didn't know what you meant. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, are we about to go through like all these fucking title defenses and see who won the most? I was like, damn, I don't know what this means. So
no.
Damn, best mid-carder, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Gable to me was the guy doing the best with what he's got. By all intents and purposes, on like a comedy spot on Raw, but again, super popular. All the great matches with Gunther.
Best mid-carder.
Yeah. I mean, you got Austin
Sami
Theory.
Zayn.
You think so? I think so. I don't want to put Sami as a mid-carder, man.
He's not championship worthy.
Come
on. He's a mid-carder.
He's one of the top guys, though.
Can be a top guy, but he's...
So is Cody Rhodes a mid-carder?
Ooh,
my favorite mid-carder.
Fuck. Damn. Blew my mind. Shit.
Only the
mid-carder. Fuck. Fine. Mid-carder. Fuck it. Give me fucking Gunther.
Gunther, okay.
He's a mid-carder. He wrestles in the middle of the pay-per-views.
Yeah, you're right.
He's not going to be main eventing, so
okay.
He's a mid-carder to me. That's fair.
I don't know if you have something else, but I have my predictions for 2024.
Yeah, I got bold predictions.
Okay. All right. Let's get this right off the bat. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and tell you mine, and then you can tell me yours.
Bet, go ahead.
All right.
Ours are probably similar.
Very bold prediction. Cody Rhodes will win back-to-back Royal Rumbles this year. He will be the first one in probably since Steve Austin.
Since Stone Cold, yep.
To win back-to-back. I'm surprised Roman never won it back-to-back, honestly. My second prediction is that CM Punk will finally get his WrestleMania main event. Even if it's on night one, he's going to get it. My third prediction is that Braun Breaker will be called up to the main roster.
He deserves it.
Fourth prediction, This one, I'm like, I think this one's it's bold because of that all the setup for it that has to happen before it. But Trick Williams is going to win the NXT title at NXT Stand and Deliver, which is the WrestleMania show.
All
right. My fifth prediction is that Damian Priest will cash in the Money in the Bank at the Raw after Mania. I'm giving you a date.
So I have a couple of those in here actually. So
okay, well I have two more.
You got a lot of predictions. I got 3.
MJF is gonna re-sign with AEW if he hasn't already.
Fair.
I know that's not bold, but he's still playing the whole me sign with WWE.
Yeah.
And if he signs with WWE, that'll be fucking crazy.
Bro, what? I don't know if WWE can handle him right now. Honestly, I think they got a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
Right now, they're hotter than they've ever been. I don't know how he would necessarily fit in there. I think, he needs to come in about the same time that Cody did.
Ad Mania.
Around the same age is what I'm going for.
Oh, damn. Okay, so it'd be a while. Probably like 6
It's
to 7
just
years.
crazy because he's so fucking young.
Yeah.
And he's so fucking good.
I know. They need some youth there. Some like youth.
I feel you.
I'm talking like they need like Austin Theory but good.
Exactly.
Grayson Waller's kind of good.
I don't fucking like Grayson Waller.
And my last prediction is that Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné, is gonna return to WWE.
She's gonna return for sure. I believe it.
All right, let's hear your predictions.
Priest will lose his cash-in opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Went there. I don't know, man. It just he's not gonna fucking beat Roman. He's not gonna fucking if and to go along with my other bold prediction, Rollins will lose to CM Punk at WrestleMania.
Wow. Okay.
And then Priest will go to cash in at WrestleMania, and he will lose.
At Mania.
At Mania.
Interesting.
And then, obviously, everybody fucking knows this. Cody will finish the story.
Cody's going to beat Roman, huh?
He will.
I didn't want to make that prediction.
It has to happen.
I want it to happen.
I put money on it right now, honestly.
Damn.
Because listen, if like I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna sit up real quick. I'm gonna get serious. Listen, if Cody loses again at WrestleMania, if they fucking wrestle at WrestleMania, you can't really book anything else. People are gonna fall off.
You think so?
Absolutely, because it's dead in the water, man.
That'll be the breaking point.
I mean, seriously, people will lose a lot of interest because people are banking on this shit right now, man.
I guess, but people were banking it last year.
It's just so like it's played out, man.
Interesting.
You know, like
Yeah.
I just like if it's just like of course he's gonna fucking of course he won, of course, and then it's just gonna be like, well, I'm over this shit. I don't know, like it's a real thought that's in my head. It's WrestleMania 40. Cody will finish the story against Roman Reigns.
Okay.
That's my predictions.
Do you
That's
think
all
he's gonna? So do you think he's gonna? Well, I mean, obviously based on our predictions or my predictions, I should say. Do you think he's gonna win the Rumble?
Yes.
You think so? You don't
Yeah.
think Punk is gonna be the one?
No. Punk will be a runner-up.
You think he's gonna be a runner-up? Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Cody
he's
will
gonna be,
eliminate
like,
him.
I think I don't want to see Punk to even make it like top, last 4.
Oh damn! Really?
I want him to like lose like in the middle.
Damn. Well, you saw that list, didn't you? The
Oh,
fake ass list.
Yeah. But
CM Punk was like, "Oh, he's gonna win."
interesting.
Cody was gonna be the runner-up, but I think CM Punk will be the runner-up, and I think Cody will win.
If you're gonna make Cody lose, he should also lose like middle of the. You have to like kind of like.
You gotta play it right. You gotta play your cards right.
Yeah.
Facts.
And it's kind of like whenever Shawn was like obsessed with Taker and he lost Rumble. I think that's the one that 2010.
Where
Edge.
Taker won the Royal Rumble.
No, Edge won that one.
All right.
He returned from injury.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
I remember that. That was a cool Rumble. That's the one that I would go back to watch. Punk was like number 3, I think, and he was doing the straight edge society stuff, and he like started preaching to everyone. I think he eliminated JTG, and then he like grabbed the mic again and started talking again.
Of course he did.
It was pretty funny.
Oh,
And I think Triple H eliminated him, which how poetic. Triple H was the one to fucking bury him. Fucking, he buries people, man.
He does, man. And then I have a category all on my own.
Okay.
My favorite moments or things that have happened throughout the year wrestling wise.
Okay.
And I'll start with number 5. I got to meet a lot of wrestlers this year, actually. I did. I met Sting. I met Enzo.
Okay.
I got a picture with RVD. Like, I met Devon Dudley. I met fucking... I think that might have been last year that I met Gangrel.
Kerry Morton.
Yeah, bro. Like, I got to... Like, this has been a wrestling year for me.
Nice.
So I'm really appreciative of the fact that I got to meet a lot of wrestlers that I never truly thought I would get to meet. So it's a fucking moment for me, man.
The Stinger is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially he's going to retire next year.
Exactly. So yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Really happy about that. That was my honorable mention. Number 5, I got to witness Brock shake Cody's hand at SummerSlam, and you can't really say a whole lot about that. It's fucking incredible. That was amazing to be able to witness in person.
Yeah.
And at Ford Field, let's go Lions.
We didn't even talk about fantasy. We'll talk about it.
Ford Field at the Lions, you know what I mean? My first time ever being in Detroit, where Eminem's from. Got to eat Mom's spaghetti. Like, all of it just adds up to that one moment of that happening, and it just is like it's a core memory for me. Number 4, CM Punk returning. Again, I've never been that hyped.
Yeah,
and like probably like 15 years of being a wrestling fan. So
nice.
That was fucking amazing, truly. Number 3, Fastlane.
Yeah,
I got to see John Cena wrestle for the very first time at my second WWE event. It's John Cena, bro. You know what I mean? I fucking love John Cena.
It's pretty cool.
That's my dude. I'd suck him off right if he was here right now. So, number 2, we went to SummerSlam together.
Yeah, that was cool.
My first WWE event. That was fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Not a lot of people say they start fucking going to WWE events at the second biggest one of the entire year. So
yeah,
I was hyped as fuck.
It was cool to be in that environment for sure.
Yeah, bro.
I think that
nice.
was probably one of my favorite, wrestling things I've ever done.
It's a little cliche. My number 1 is the podcast.
Okay.
Really, truly. I mean, 46 episodes, bro. 46 weeks, bro. You know, we've spent a lot of time together. We've did a lot of talking about wrestling and just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And we've came a long way with this podcast, and we got a lot more to come. So
it's weird to see the first episode, which was this year. It just feels so long ago.
It really does.
And everything just feels so different whenever like you look at it.
Yep. Well, you watch the first episode, and we're just so bare, bro.
Yeah.
We don't have anything.
Yeah, I think the desk is pretty much
We don't have
empty.
none of this. The walls are all plain.
Yeah. This is here, of course, because that's always been here. But yeah.
So yeah.
It's weird.
It is weird, man. But
it's weird how busy it is.
I know. Now we've been like, all right, this is where we live for like 2 hours a week. So let's just fucking put it all here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my moments, man.
Awesome.
It's been a good 2023. WWE has been hotter than it has been in a fucking long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
They really picked it up and shot the shot and switched it, if you know what I'm saying. So
I hope that for next year, that we get. I hope AEW capitalizes on their momentum and starts playing their cards right. I enjoyed a lot of their Continental Classic stuff, but once the tournament ends, it just feels like there's like a sense of dread. Like, what's...
Now what?
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to go back to the way things were.
Yeah.
I hope for the sake of Bryan Danielson, that he looks out for his own health.
Yeah.
Because, he's out here with a fucking eye patch. I hope that everyone stops talking about fucking Brawl Out. It's time to give it up. Chris Jericho was tweeting about it on fucking Christmas Day, dude. Spend time with your family.
Seriously, bro.
What are you doing?
Come on, Jericho.
Go have a conversation with your family.
Go touch some grass. All right.
I mean, they're never gonna get over it. It's just kind of like a black eye on AEW, and I just hope that they get past it. The reason why WWE is so good as it is because somebody was being like, all right, let's go. Let's do something.
Let's just put our fucking Nikes on. Literally.
Exactly. Yeah.
So somebody's got to do it. We talking about eras, what this era is going to be called, and personally, I think this should be called the Triple H era.
Yeah.
Because he's took it to another level, bro.
Degeneration X.
He did.
That's what
man.
he should be called.
Seriously, he's the best fucking whatever he is. What is he, commissioner now or some shit? Or
He's like the head of creative.
bro, he's killing it.
Commissioner.
He's doing it. He's doing absolutely amazing.
Big year for WWE for sure. I don't want WWE to be the only game in town. I think it's cool to have options. Next year's gonna be pretty big. TNA is coming back.
Let's go.
AEW is coming back for All In. Like I said, hopefully they capitalize on
Yeah.
momentum in
True.
general. WrestleMania 40 is shaping out to be a really big event.
Oh yeah.
The Royal Rumble is so close. That's my favorite time of the year, the Rumble. I love watching the Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Elimination Chamber from Australia. They're running a show in Berlin.
Hell yeah.
It looks like SummerSlam might be in Cleveland.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Nice.
I want to go to more shows. I'm probably not gonna make it to the Elimination Chamber.
Nah, that'd be sick, but it's
That'd be
all the
pretty
way
cool.
in Australia, so
Yeah, I hope that I get to a point where I can, travel for wrestling like that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I can go to like a pay-per-view in Australia.
Seriously,
I would love to visit Australia,
bro, yeah.
and doing wrestling there would be cool.
I told Emily I'm not gonna wear my new white Vans until my next wrestling show. So,
Interesting.
yep.
Is it gonna stay in the box?
No, that's what I do anyways. When I buy new shoes, they don't get wore for like months at a time. So now I actually have a reason to wear them for my next wrestling show. So,
Nice.
yep.
Okay, well let's wrap it up.
This year, 2024, I'll get to meet Kurt Angle. So I'm pumped as fuck about that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably get to fist bump Matt Riddle or something.
It's gotta be like this.
My neck.
How you doing, Brandon?
My neck and my arms.
He's like, how you doing, Brandon?
You know he's gonna say that.
Yeah.
Hey, Brennan. Hey,
He's gonna say exactly like this. How you doing, Brandon?
Yeah, my boy Gangrel told me about you, bro.
He's gonna be like, I'm sorry, Kurt.
Damn, that's cold.
I know you're fucked up.
I'm gonna bring you some perks.
No.
No, that's too far.
Riddle.
Don't quote
Riddle will
him.
probably match you.
Bro, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I do have an exclusive picture of Enzo that I'm not gonna speak about, but
And fucking Riddle. Or I shouldn't say Riddle. Weed is legal in Ohio now.
ooh,
So Riddle
Nice.
might be hey bro.
blazing it up, man.
He's like, what's your name, Brandon?
Gangrel, what?
He's like, Gangrel.
Yep,
He just tell me all about you.
Bro, Gangrel.
fucking-
I almost tweeted at Gangrel today because it was like this gif of him like coming out like smiling,
Yeah.
and it was just like name a better moment than this, and I was just gonna be like Gangrel, like add him and say like Gangrel telling me to excuse me with my name.
When you were standing in line with Just Incredible.
Yeah, bro, we were, man. That was just
It
incredible.
was just some bald guy with shorts.
Jeans, shorts, and
Yeah.
muscles.
It could have been Stone
And
Cold
the
Steve Austin.
fucking, no, it was just incredible, bro. It had to have been. Yeah, man. 2023 year was good. It was a good year.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everyone that listened. And hopefully next year is even bigger. Make sure you share, this. If you like this, if you even remotely tolerate it, make sure you share with your friends.
Yeah, man.
Share with your, everyone in your family.
Share with your mom, your cousin, your sister, your babies.
Play this at your
Your
New Year's
lovers.
party.
If you have a funeral, play this at your funeral.
Yeah.
Whoever's funeral it is, you know what I mean?
This part, I'm going to do an eulogy. Eulogy?
Eulogy, yeah.
Right now, okay? This person was a great person, but they weren't that good because they didn't listen to his podcast.
Yeah. Facts.
Amen.
Amen.
If they listened to his podcast, they probably would still be alive.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
We revive people.
So there you go. You can grab that snippet and then you can put it on the...
Put that shit on a t-shirt.
Yeah, put that on a t-shirt.
Hell yeah. Yeah, y'all. 2023. It's a good year. Follow me everywhere.
Yeah.
Grown ass baby 26. Always don't forget to live, laugh, love, and wrestle.
Air Carlos 97 everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Midwest Midcard. On Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads.
Yeah, we are Midwest Midgard.
I already said that.
Nah. Dramatic effect.
Next year, maybe he'll pay attention to what I'm saying.
Probably not.
All right, everyone.
Don't bet on it.
Thank you so much, and
See you next year.
We will see you next year.
Peace.